wondering where the pressure was going to come, when you were going to get it back going?
You know, we never lose faith. And we know that as long as we keep going hard and as long as we just go out there and do our job as hard as we can, that the plays will be there. So I don't think anybody's too worried about, oh, we're not getting there as much, or we're not getting the pressure. As long as we go out there and we come ready to play every Saturday.
Do you take any more pride in that win, of being a Columbus guy and having picked us the best game of your season so far? Was there any more pride in that?
Yeah, because growing up here, being a Columbus guy, I never liked the team up north. You know, I was always a Buckeyes fan, and I knew that coming into this game would be my first start, and I would go out there and have to contribute for us to win. So it definitely was emotional for me. But as far as me, I'm not too worried about me. I'm just happy that our defense came to play the way they did, and that our offense came to play the way they did.
Is there any difference between growing up as a fan and hating the team up north, and then once you actually get here and you're actually a part of the rivalry? Is there any difference in thought process?
Yeah, it's definitely a difference because they make us kind of hate them, with our team up north workouts and everything like that. But as far as being a fan and growing up here, just not liking them and getting out there and having to play them, it definitely left a statement on my heart.
John, how do you get over such a high of such a great win and try to refocus yourself?
It's just kind of like how elite warriors, when they receive a mission, and after the mission's completed, you celebrate it, you have a good time with it, but then you have to focus on the next thing ahead of you because you worry too much about the past and what you did, and you won't focus on what's in front of you, and then that could lead to mistakes and stuff.
How important was it for you as a recruit, being from Columbus, to commit early and to have an opportunity to be home all the time when other players from around the country came in? And how big was that for you in your recruiting class, for you personally, to be here?
It meant a lot, because I'm a very homebound type of dude, and I love my family. I love all my little sisters, and I have to make sure I'm home for them all the time. So just being from here and being so close to home, it meant a lot because I get to go home and have the luxury of seeing my family every weekend. The other guys don't really get the chance to, and I don't take that for granted at all.
If you think back to 2015 when you were going through your recruitment, how important was your presence for other players coming in here on recruiting visits, do you think, for you to kind of show them the ropes?
A lot of guys in my class actually told me that I was the first person that they met when it came to visiting here and stuff like that, and they actually got to know me, stuff like that. They said, my guys, they're all my brothers, and they're really, really happy that I think I got them here, So
you think it was important for a local kid to kind of kickstart the class?
I think so, for sure.
Hey, Jonathon, I'm sure you've been asked about this in the last 5 minutes, but I'm going to ask again, sorry. But, obviously that was probably one of your better games. It seemed like you came out and really changed some things out there. What's it just been like being a five-star kid who a lot of people thought was going to be the next Bosa, and to come out here and to finally, really break through and have that performance when this team needed it the most? Do you think about that stuff?
As far as five-star stuff goes, I know that stuff doesn't really mean anything to me. I know that you have to go out here and contribute and do everything like that. And as far as people saying I was the next Bosa, I would just like to say I'm Jonathan Cooper, and I know that I don't really think too much about oh man, people expect me to do this and do that. I just know that if I trust the process and keep working as hard as I do, then my chances will come and my plays will come.
People, I know that stars don't matter once you get here. I get that. All different types of stars have turned out to be good and bad here. But that is a thing that people attach to your name, and I think that the expectations for guys like you are higher. Mm-hmm. And I just don't know how that impacts a mindset when you're trying to go through. It seems like it hasn't. And to really have that five-star performance when this team needed it the most, I think probably feels pretty good, right?
Yeah. It definitely feels good. As far as the season goes, and as far as people holding that to me, I feel like I hold myself to a higher standard than anybody could ever hold me to. I know that I have to go out there and ball and make sure that I'm at my best every single Saturday.
Is it starting to come together like that with them?
Yeah, I think so. I think that I'm starting to really really find who I am, you know, and just going hard. And I just always knew that if as long as I go hard and keep going as hard as I could and work hard in practice and stuff, that the plays will eventually come. And they did on Saturday.
Okay, one last one. Do you mind, Jeremy? I don't mind. Go ahead.
Hey, Jonathan, what's better, blowing Michigan out or beating them in double overtime?
What's better?
Yeah. What feels better?
I couldn't explain the double overtime win. That was a different type of feeling, you know. That one was special. But I mean, blowing them out was also a win's a win, you know. A dub's a dub.
So you can't rank them.
I'll say double overtime probably takes that one.
Jonathan, what do you see when you look at Northwestern's offensive line?
I see a lot of guys that are big, they're tough, and are well coached, and I know that we have to get after them.
If I tell you that they've given up the second most sacks in the Big Ten, do you lick your chops? Do you even consider something like that? I mean, what's kind of your thought?
My thought would be attack them the same way I attack every offensive line every week. You know, just go out there and go as hard as you can, see what works against them, see what doesn't.
Jonathan, what has your life or anything changed since Nick left? Like reps-wise, you know, anything. Like, is your life changed?
No, not really. I mean, I miss him. I miss my guy. That changed.
But like you were in the mix now more expectations, more production. I'm assuming more reps in the game, right?
I mean, yeah, but I started in the beginning of the year and been starting ever since. So I don't think too much has changed for the simple fact that I miss my guy. Miss my guy with me.
You still talk to him?
Yeah, of course.
So what are his words of encouragement from afar, and what is his take on your Michigan performance?
He's just proud of me. He's proud that I went out there and did my thing. You know, we stay in contact. It's always gonna be my brother for life. So, yeah, that's it.
Being a kid who